How are you guys doing? This is Ryan. Welcome back to the channel. I think all investors really have to look at the stock market right now and ask the question, why should stocks be going up? Doesn't it make perfect sense why stocks are going down right now? We have the uncertainty of a presidential race going on right now, and also we face a situation where an incumbent president is unlikely to win and is behind in most polling. It looks like we have a second wave of coronavirus where cases are at all-time highs all around the country. And then you have the European economy shutting down its economy, which we saw how badly that treated the market, unemployment, stock prices. So doesn't it make perfect sense why the stock market is going down? So with that said, in this video, I want to talk about what I'm doing with my near $200,000 portfolio. That's the topic for this week's video. Let's jump into it. So they often say bull markets climb a wall of worry. And what that means is that stocks don't go up in a straight line. They go up in a very volatile way. Stock goes up, stock comes down. Stock goes up, stock goes down. And it looks like the stock market is creating walls, and if investor confidence is high enough, we tend to climb those walls. But we only climb that wall of worry when the stock market has certainty. So back in March, I made a video predicting the stock market bottom, and I was actually correct by doing so because I said that the market had reached its systemic risk. We understood what was happening to the economy. We understood how the government was responding, so the market was able to price that in and be forward thinking, and investors came back flooding into the market and creating new all-time highs even. The stock market came roaring back in March. If you look at the charts, it's like the tightest V shape you have ever seen. So right now, I can't predict when the market's gonna bottom. I know eventually it will, but I would predict I could see where the bottom is somewhere around the time of a new president and how that president will respond to the coronavirus. I don't think it matters which president's elected, but I think the market will like to have certainty, and with certainty comes investment. So if you haven't guessed by now, what am I doing with my portfolio? I'm buying stocks, and I'm buying stocks just about every day. Because while the market seems risky right now, to me it's actually less risky. And to me, it's actually more opportunistic. When the market is very high and there's a lot of fear of missing out, like people chasing Apple stock for the 5-for-1 split or people chasing Tesla, to me that is a very dangerous place to invest. When the stock market is crashing, it's eventually getting lower to the cheapest possible point where it's gonna bottom at. And to me, it's very low risk because it makes the opportunity to make a return on your investment even greater at a quicker time. So for example, in my Robinhood portfolio, despite this week's crash, I'm still up about 45% year to date. And a lot of that is because I invest most of my cash when people are freaking out and uncertain and stocks are selling off and people say we're in the next bear market. That has been where I've been able to make money, when there is quote unquote blood on the streets. I think Warren Buffett is correct when he says the stock market is a place where money goes from the impatient to the patient. So I'm okay with being patient. I'm okay with waiting months or if not years on my investments, where some people get in and out of a stock very quickly. So what kind of stocks am I buying? I'm buying blue chips and I'm buying Corona stocks. So when I say blue chips, I have been buying stocks like Microsoft and Visa and Johnson & Johnson, but also I'm buying Corona stocks. And Corona stocks to me are stocks that are beaten up most by the coronavirus, and that is stocks that limits travel and movement. So I'm buying Spirit Airlines. Spirit Airlines is very depressed on its all-time high, and they also reported very good earnings this past week. I'm also buying Wynn Hotel. That's in the travel industry. Less people have been traveling and staying in hotels. They're under 50% below their all-time high. I've been buying Carnival Cruise Lines. Carnival Cruise Lines is still very depressed in stock price because they haven't been able to sail their ships or make any money. But before I made this video, I just saw an article saying that the ban on cruises actually has now been lifted. So I wonder which direction cruise line stocks will go in. If they have a level of certainty that they'll be able to do business, investors will come flooding back into them. I think people make investing too hard and too emotional. It is really as simple as that. If you can invest in uncertain times and be patient, you can make money, and actually a lot of money. If you're buying stocks during this presidential crash and you want to follow this channel, make sure you hit that red subscribe button. Also, tap that notification bell because YouTube will notify you every time I upload a video, which is every Sunday. And then also, if you don't mind giving it a thumbs up, it helps this video reach a broader audience. So maybe we can help anyone that is maybe panicking and freaking out with this market crash, and let them know everything's gonna be okay if you understand the investments you are in. Some companies will not survive. Some companies have gone bankrupt. like Hertz. So there is risk, but how do you mitigate risk? You do your research, you do your due diligence, and also you do some kind of diversification. If you bet it all on one company, you could be wrong. If you invest all your money at one time, you can be wrong. So what I've been doing is I've been dollar cost averaging every day the market goes down, and I've been doing whatever I can to make more money to put into the market. So for people who try to use that excuse, I think you just have to think outside the box. So for example, back in March when I wasn't making any money, I got a job with delivery dudes, making money delivering people food at night so I could have more money to invest in the stock market. So if you can rewire your brain and understand, be opportunistic when the market crashes, be resourceful to make money, and do this and rinse and repeat, I think you can be very successful. But hey, none of this is financial advice. This is just what I do with my own money, and this is my own personal journey. Please make sure you take responsibility for your own risk and do your own research and due diligence. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just some dude on YouTube who likes to invest. But guys, let me know down in the comment section, what stocks are you buying during the market crash? And also I wanna find out, are you the type of person that gets freaked out when the market crashes and wanna sell your stocks? Because if you are, I challenge you just one time, try sticking it out and actually try buying stocks when the market crashes, just to try it out. Because I really think if you sell out whenever the market crashes, you're gonna lose, and you're gonna lose money, and you're not gonna get back in the market. You're not gonna understand the power of the market. And really, your future self deserves a better life, in my opinion. So for me, I'm actually hoping for more lower stock market prices in the next week, and I think we'll just have a very volatile, bumpy ride up until the election. But this is nothing new. This is the nature of the market and the world we live in. If you also wanna follow me on Instagram, I'll put my handle here. I post there pretty much daily. I'm here on YouTube at least once a week. Most weeks it's only once a week. Sometimes I can sneak in a second video, but between kids and businesses, and now I'm coaching T-ball and all those crazy things, it's a little less frequent. But every Sunday I will be here, and let's talk some finance, business, and heck, also motivation. Because I don't want to just like pretend market crashes are easy, and you may benefit from people motivating you. But as always guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.
Things lying down. She said it's all gonna end, and it might as well be my fault. She only sleeps when it's rain. She screams, and her voice is strange. She says, I'm